Alright, I had to start the video again. I wasn't gonna come through this way, but I can tell by how wide that brush gets in there. Like, it's kind of like a small cave of sort. That's either a black bear or a moose that came through there. So I just don't really feel like it. I'm not wearing long sleeves at the moment, so I'm not a fan of ticks. Dealing with all that nonsense. Or if there's poison ivy around here, I don't feel like dealing with poison ivy, poison sumac, poison oak, any of the like. I don't have aloe and stuff with me at the moment. Wasn't really planning for a hike, going deep woods, trying to be Bear Grylls or over here or something. Man, I just missed. There was an elk. I could have tried to get it on camera, but I was walking too quick. Man, I tell you, man, don't go hiking in Air Force Jordans. Just don't do it. Makes your feet hurt with the quickness. Yeah, they got like a little no trespassy sign. I wrote like Mark was here. And then I noticed after I came through here last night that there's like an elk hoof right here. This looks like a raccoon track, but this was elk. I've seen some fox tracks too. That's also stopped to check out the area because I may or may not have peed in the bushes close to this area, so they kind of wanted to check out the odor. Sorry if it's like gross for y'all sensitive folk. I'm an outdoors person. You get over it eventually. Trying to see if I can find some cool tracks from other things out here. It's not really a lot of mud in this area, and most of the tracks are really old that are in here. Somebody drove in here with a vehicle at some point. I want to say maybe like a game warden or somebody that's just checking out their property line. I had seen a bear track, but I couldn't really record it last night or take a picture, and someone had already stepped on it by this morning, so took the fun out of it. It's a elk hoof print. That's the back half of it. That's the point right here. Learning to know your tracks pretty well can come in handy if you're into hiking. Hunting, very, very handy if you're a hunter, but hiking, it's actually important. A lot of hikers end up hurt because they don't know animal tracks. They think it's a skill that's not needed. And there's a difference in seeing a deer track and seeing mountain lion and bear tracks. So right here, this is a fox, part of a fox print. This is 3 little toes right here, more like anything. Yeah, no, actually, let's see, I'm trying to gently, oh, this is all like really hard and solidified, so it spreads out over to here. So I want to say this is actually a bear cub. Maybe, nah. It's just hard to tell how old this is, because I don't know how much the mud, when it dried, contracted. But I can see some claw scratches right here. I don't have my measuring thing to try to figure it out, but that's tough. It's all messed up. It's not a very well formed print. That could be anything from raccoon to fox to like who knows. It just depends on how old, how thick the mud was before it dried up. I'd have to find something that's more formed, but everything's like rock bed out here, so it's like almost impossible to get tracks. And there's no thorn bushes to get any like tufts of fur, so I could just see fur. But yeah, you definitely want to be able to learn like how to track, look for animal tracks. Last thing you want to ever do is walk up into something's like den area where it's, you know, got its babies and all that. Because yeah, it can turn ugly pretty quick. Even some of the more docile animals will come right after you over being too close to their babies. Dang, I can't get it. The camera is not helping very well. Okay, so this is for sure a black bear. Like right here. This camera is not helping at all. That's terrible. All right, so you got like claw. It's like all smushed, like he took a curved in step because he sunk in a little bit. It's a small black bear. Yeah, there's a few of them. There's another big one right here. These are like super old, like maybe 3 months. My phone's getting way too hot to keep going forward though. I don't want to end up with no phone. And let's see if I can get over here. I smell water, so I think I'm pretty close to maybe like a little side creek or something. Something that feeds off of the river. This is an old moose track right here. It's all jacked up though. Probably from rain. Yeah, the other half of like. Okay, so you got another part of a bear track. Right here, you can see the claws better on this part of it, but the prints are all messed up though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a mix of moose and bear tracks right here. Hey, I found water. It's like a little feed-off creek. Smells nasty. Ah, man. Colorado's cool though. This is awesome. Look at that. So pretty. I don't like all that algae though. Gross. Won't catch me swimming in that. I'd be traumatized. I feel like I'm back in Florida waiting for an alligator to come say hi. Yep. Let me head back. Somebody left part of their shoe. Sole, like inner sole. Let's see here. Alright, so you got like all that grass is all pushed down and matted. So part of learning how to like track animals is being able to figure out if an animal frequents an area or if the grass is like freshly pushed down or old. So you got dead, dry, flat, so it's like crunchy as I call it, just for laughs. And then you have a mix of it, and some of it's still green, not completely flat and dry and dead. So the animal like hung out in that area for a little bit. So that is about, I'm actually standing in one. That's about 3 foot, 4 foot wide that an animal came through here and hung out in that area. So that'd be a black bear. small one. And like he came over this way and just passed through. And I don't know how well you can see with the camera, but you can see it carved out a path really, really far, like out that way. But something comes here frequently to get water, and it hangs out in this area just to relax. Black bears do that pretty often. They'll just come and graze and chill. I'm low-key hoping I kind of come across one. Yeah, there's another print going back this way. Some prints. Oh, this one's pretty formed. You can see, well, maybe. You got the claw mark digging in right here. I'll try to zoom in and move my hand out of the shadow. Let's see. Yeah. You can see the claw right here. My phone's getting super hot though. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video. My phone's like scorching. Hope y'all enjoyed that annoying talking montage of mine. Showing some tracks, you know, some stuffs and things, as the great Nate Pavone of the Denver ICC always says.